Hey guys, so topic today is kind of like looking in the mirror, looking at yourself. So really trying to focus on those hang-ups that people have with bettering themselves. And we can start with looking around at the things that tend to get into our way that's on the outside of ourselves. But first, you need to start with yourself. You need to look deep inside yourself first. So forget about expenses. Forget about convenience, forget about consistency, forget about all the things that are going on in your life right now that are, disrupting your flow of getting healthier. And think, solely about yourself, and when we do those type of things, you can go really deep into yourself to really think about it. But, identifying and thinking about what you need to adjust internally in order to go ahead and make better choices. So most of the time you just have to sit there and think, and this is a really cool thing. When you have it set intention to help yourself and to listen to yourself, your body tells you things right away. So it's really neat because you can become more intuitive and listen to what is holding you back. So you can sit there, just kind of sit in quiet and close your eyes and think, what are the main things that are holding me back? And instantly your mind is going to send you a word, send you a couple words, and that's really what's holding you back. So like most people will literally think of fear. They don't know how. You're not worthy enough. Like we'll get all these different messages, and then you have to take that word and think about where, for example, where's the fear coming from? What is the fear? Well, majority of the time when you try to switch into looking at yourself in the mirror and adjusting what you want to adjust, we're so critical of ourselves. So first, why don't you think about the things that you really love for yourself? Your personality, what you have in your life that really fills your cup up in a positive way, what things you're gracious for, because that's a step that people always forget about, is we are so easy to critique ourselves and bring ourselves down when we forget to be gracious and thankful for what we already have. Because the biggest rule of thumb is if you're not thankful for what you already have, it's very hard for you to bless yourself in more ways. You have to literally just be like, okay, what do I like? What don't I have to improve? And sit in those things. And that's a really hard thing for a lot of people to do. And something that I really suggest that you do is actually spend even 30 seconds a day and just thinking of something that makes you happy that you currently have, makes you happy of what you can do, or, a talent that you have, or something that really just honestly just makes you happy that's currently within your life force, because that practice will actually give you more gratitude and allow you to open up more love for yourself. The problem is a lot of us struggle with boundaries and not being able to succeed with goals because we can't accept ourselves. We can't accept ourselves, and we're too hard on ourselves. So if you constantly play this idea and this routine of being grateful for what you have, you actually can bring down your barriers that you've created for yourself, so you can feel more love for yourself. And when you feel more love for yourself, what happens? You're actually able to do more. You're able to succeed more. You're able to be more consistent, and you're able to feel better. The better you feel in your heart about yourself, the more you can do. The more you can project yourself out, and the more you can achieve. And that's the step a lot of us are missing, because we're so caught up in not being proud of this that of course you have no motivation for yourself, because you're not even proud of yourself. So we need to have that energy and that gratefulness. Essentially, you do need to master yourself. Most people don't know how to do this. So let someone teach you and guide you how to be masterful. 100%. It's literally this person. And that's why I said in the beginning of this video, forget about the expenses, the situations, the things that are getting in your way, and sit down and look at this person. Look in the mirror and say, what do I need to do for myself? What can I control? And what do I love about myself? And you all know it. When you start eating healthier, you usually naturally just feel better, which gives you more confidence, and you start to love yourself more. When you start working out and you see changes, you get excited, you love yourself, you start to have more compassion for yourself, and you have more confidence. But a lot of us, again, are getting stuck because you're not seeing this progress, so you're just going back into that hole. And what you're really craving is satisfaction with yourself. So sit and have that gratitude. Sit and have that gratitude every single day, because it starts within your heart and it starts within your mind. And the more and more you start to see what's good about you and what you do have that is nice, you will let down those barriers and you start trusting yourself more. You will start having more confidence in yourself, and that gives you more confidence to not pick up that donut, to not go and have that carby meal, to actually walk outside and exercise. And that's the thing is we can look, we can research things, we can have all these things, but everything starts within. Every single thing starts within. And that's what we're all missing. And the ironic thing is, that's the thing that we should all be focused on instead. And once you really fully understand that and you can be present for yourself, you'll notice you make better choices. You'll notice that you just naturally feel better. Exactly. And that's, we create those limiting beliefs because of how we feel about ourselves. It's so amazing, because every single thing that we create that gets in our way, we made. We made it all. Sally didn't make it. Everly didn't make it. John didn't make it. We created that for ourselves. We put that wall up. We put that restriction for ourselves. And the only person that's going to break down that wall is you. No one's going to do it for you, because we create that energy. Sarah can't break it for you. Ed cannot break it for you. You have to break it. And the only way you can do that is if you're present for yourself. It's the only way. So like the first step would be to succeed with yourself and with your goals, with your aspirations, with the things that you really, really want to do, with the empowerment. It starts with you. And that's the thing where we get lost too. You can have somebody that naturally motivates you, that gets you going, but eventually that person, that energy might die off, so you need to be able to look within and rely on yourself and not other people. So I hope this was helpful. It's a little pep talk, but it really starts with us. So I'm gonna really challenge you to start paying attention to yourself and start loving yourself instead of avoiding and just bringing yourself down more because you're not happy with yourself. You cannot progress into this next step until you start identifying the things you love first, so those can grow bigger and the negative stuff can start falling back. So have a wonderful day, guys, and I hope that you start doing this for yourself and don't put it off for weeks. Do it today, like maybe even now. You can do it now because it takes a couple of seconds. Don't put it off. Don't put yourself off. You're just hurting yourself.